All right, let's talk about one of the most powerful and, let's be honest, mysterious algorithms out there, the X For You feed. We're going to dig into how it decides exactly what you see every single second you're scrolling. You know the feeling, right? You open up the app, start scrolling, and bam! You've got this weird mix of posts from people you know and stuff from accounts you've literally never heard of. It can feel so random, but trust me, it's anything but. And today, we're going to walk through the actual source code to see exactly how that feed gets built, step by step. Okay, so let's dive right in. The very first step, before anything else happens, is for the algorithm to just gather a huge pool of potential posts. The system calls them candidates, and it pulls these candidates from two totally different places. So on one hand, you've got your in-network content. Think of this as your comfort zone, right? It's just posts from all the accounts you already follow. But then you've got the out-of-network content. This is where the AI goes exploring, kind of like a scout, searching all across the platform to find stuff it thinks you'll find interesting. Your final feed? It's always a mix of these two. So to grab all that in-network stuff, the system uses this tool called Thunder. And you can really think of it like a personal, lightning-fast library. It keeps all the recent posts from everyone you follow on standby, ready to serve them up in under a millisecond. I mean, that's why there's just never any delay. Okay, so what about all that new stuff? For the out-of-network content, the system uses something called Phoenix Retrieval. And if Thunder is the library, Phoenix is the AI scout. It scans this giant global collection of posts, and based on everything it knows about you, it pulls out these hidden gems that it thinks you'll love, even if you've never heard of the person who posted. So at this point, the system has this huge, messy list of posts. We're talking stuff from your network and that global pool, all mixed together. Before it can even begin to think about ranking them, it has to do a really important cleanup. Yeah, you can really think of the whole thing like a four-step assembly line. Step 1, source. It grabs all those candidates from Thunder and Phoenix. Step 2, filter. It gets rid of all the junk. Step 3, score. It figures out which posts are the best for you. And finally, step 4, select. It ranks them by score and builds the feed you actually see. In this filtering stage, it's pretty aggressive. The system gets rid of duplicate posts, anything you've already seen, and this is a big one, posts from any accounts you've blocked or muted. It'll even filter out stuff that has keywords you've muted. And yeah, it even removes your own posts. This is a huge part of why your feed usually feels fresh and actually tailored to what you want or don't want to see. All right, now we get to the real heart of the system, the AI model that does all the heavy lifting. So once all those candidates are filtered down, this model, which is also part of that Phoenix system, has one job: figure out what you actually want to see. And this quote really gets to the core of it. When it mentions a transformer, that's just a type of AI that's really good at understanding context. So instead of engineers trying to hand-code rules for what's a good post, they've basically let the AI learn entirely on its own. It just looks at your past actions, every like, every reply, every share, and figures out the patterns of what matters to you. And get this, it doesn't just calculate some simple relevance score. Nope. For every single post that makes it this far, the AI predicts the probability that you will take one of over 18 different actions on it. It's literally trying to guess your every move. So these predictions are broken down into two buckets: positive signals and negative signals. The AI is trying to figure out the odds that you'll do something positive, like a reply or following the author. But, and this is just as important, it's also calculating the odds that you'll do something negative, like blocking that person or even reporting the post. Okay, so you've got predictions for 18 different actions for every single post. How in the world does the system make a final decision? Well, it all comes down to one simple final score. And it's actually pretty straightforward. Each post gets a final score that's basically the sum of all the positive action scores minus the sum of all the negative action scores. So if the AI thinks you're going to love a post, it gets a high score. If it thinks you're going to hate it, it gets pushed way down the list. Your feed is just a ranked list of these scores, from highest to lowest. It's all designed with one goal: find the stuff that will keep you engaged and scrolling. So let's just recap the big takeaways here. First, your feed is always a mix of two things: stuff from your network and stuff the AI finds for you. Second, this powerful AI doesn't score posts on what they are, it scores them based on what it thinks you will do. And third, that final ranking is just a simple score that balances the good signals against the bad ones. Which brings us to the final and maybe most important question.
Now that you know the recipe, that every single like, every reply, every follow, and even every block is actively teaching this algorithm what to show you next, does that change how you'll use your feed? It's definitely something to think about the next time you find yourself scrolling. Thanks for tuning in.